Herzliches Grüß Gott and a warm welcome here at the Berlin Air Show ILA. And what an attractive booth this is. And I read in the bio that is absolutely exceptional. Dr. Peter Glöckner, he studied at the University Karlsruhe and the Technical University Dresden as aerospace engineering, and he got an award by Walter Hudson, the Society of Tribology. Who's got that? And of course, he landed at the very renowned international company Schaeffler. And he now is the managing director of aerospace in Frankfurt. And let me ask you a first question. How did Schaeffler ever got started with all that technology that we hear of?
I will do so. First of all, warm welcome to you, Ulrike, here at the Schaeffler Aerospace booth at the Berlin Air Show. This year, we are very happy to welcome you here. And starting right away, answering your question, you know, Schaeffler is a global technology company, the motion technology company. And Schaeffler Aerospace is one of the sectors that we see as a key sector to support our global targets. And this is why we are so happy to have you here. And I'd like to show you a little bit more about our products and technology.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we can start right away, if you like, with showing some of our products here at our booth.
Let me ask you another question before we got to move. I know Schaeffler is a supplier for the automotive industries. And what are you doing in the world here in the aviation aircraft world?
It's a very good question because only a few people know that Schaeffler also has almost 60 years of experience also in the aerospace industry.
Is it?
And we started, as I said, almost 60 years ago with rolling element bearings that you also see here, which is our core business. And we developed it together with Schaeffler and all the competences from all the other Schaeffler departments into future products, as you can see here. Also supporting new future mobility systems, electric propulsion and electric aviation, actuation, and also our refurbishment business. So I think it's a perfect win-win, aerospace, automotive in one company with all the competences, so that we can really profit and benefit vice versa from each other.
And this you show to the world.
Yes, I will do so. So if you follow me a little bit to our booth, so what you can see here is our classical rolling element bearings that we develop, manufacture, and deliver in applications such as aircraft engines, helicopters, space applications, auxiliary systems like APUs, but also into airframes.
And when I sit in an airplane, how do I get to notice this? Is this just a part that I can hear, or is it a part that I can see? How about that?
What you can hear is the noise of the aircraft engine during start and cruise and descent. And this is in the middle of the aircraft engine, so inside of the aircraft. So when you look outside of your window seat in the aircraft, you see the engine, and this is in the middle of the engine. It makes the engine spin, and it takes also the thrust load that is needed in order to bring the airplane forward.
And that makes me feel safe, is it?
I hope so. I hope so. Quality is paramount for us. So all the products that you see are manufactured and developed in Schweinfurt. And we have a super deep vertical integration. So 90% of the value add comes out of our plant in Schweinfurt.
Yeah. So your company has an exciting R&D department, right?
That's correct.
And that is something that brings one step and another step I can see there.
Yes. Maybe we move a little bit over here. This is what you see here, bearings dedicated for helicopter. We were talking about the aircraft engine over here. This is a helicopter. All of these products that we see are flight critical. For instance, wash plate bearings for helicopters, integrated planetary gear bearings for the gearboxes, and also blade retention bearings, as you can see here, for the blade retention of the helicopters. And also over here, bearings for the airframe, like cargo doors. Even a business class seat is equipped with our bearings in the airframe.
When I travel around the world, I hear people saying that German products are much too expensive. And what is the most expensive part you would never cut off?
The most expensive part is, as I said, quality is paramount, is of course the final inspection, the non-destructive testing that we are doing. But since these products are so unique, as I said, we have 90% of value added in these products. We are not going below 70 or 60% in our value adding process. And this is also something our customers are looking for, because they get a unique product made in Germany into the world.
That's what everybody likes, isn't it?
Exactly, exactly.
So you became so popular, so famous in that field, and then I'm looking that there is another pillar of your R&D that we're heading to. Is it?
Yeah, that's right. Maybe before we go over there, I would say that a little bit to our quality and sustainability strategy that we are having. Product development, quality, and sustainability goes hand in hand. It's not three separate topics, it's one topic that goes hand in hand. And we have three pillars where our product, quality, and sustainability roadmap is based on. One is our classical rolling element bearings, as you can see here. One is to further build up our refurbishment business. And the third one is to support environment-friendly future technologies like electric aviation, hybrid electric aviation, sustainable aviation fuels, and also hydrogen. Well, speaking of, we go over to the aircraft engine bearings. Speaking of aircraft engine bearings, which is our first pillar, we are enhancing and improving these bearings. As you can see, they are highly integrated. So the bearing function itself is integrated with scroll cages, so elastic fixations, squeeze film damping, and also shafts that build up a complete rolling element bearing chamber. That reduces weight, therefore reduces emission. It also reduces stack-up tolerances. And of course, it eases also logistics, because you can imagine, instead of sending 6 or 7 individual components to the customer, it's only one component or one sub-module that the customer receives. And we do a lot in terms of simulation and calculation in order to reduce friction within the bearing and therefore also reduce emissions out of the aircraft engine. And we were awarded, these nominated by the German Innovation Award for our direct outer ring cooling system together with NTU Aero Engine. And this is a system that is integrated in the outer ring of the bearing and reduces friction losses by roughly 25%, and the oil amount that is needed by roughly 50%. And you can save, if you install 2 of such highly integrated bearings with outer ring cooling chiller in one aircraft engine, you can save up to 23 tons of kerosene per year. That relates to 70 tons CO2 per year.
Really important.
But it's not the end what we're doing. We're developing new materials in order to downscale bearings, to reduce emissions, to reduce friction losses. And we are working also on 3D printing. 3D printing is an enabler, allows for new cooling technologies, completely new technologies that are not possible with the classical manufacturing methods like milling, turning, grinding. And it also opens up for repair and refurbishment, especially for spare parts, a really nice availability. Instead of manufacturing a new part, we can use a 3D printed part really quickly. And maybe this brings us to our second pillar, which is bearing refurbishment. So what we are doing is we're getting these products back from the field, from our customer or from the end user, and we do a refurbishment in different levels. Like a level 1, the lowest level would be we inspect it dimensionally and visually, repackage it, and send it out. A level 2, for instance, that we replace the rolling elements like the balls that you see here in the cage. And the level 4 would be the replacement of a complete component like an outer ring. And the really good thing with this is, like for a level 2, for instance, we can save up to 80% of CO2 compared to a fit new bearing that we would have to manufacture, because we just exchange balls and cage. All the rest remains the same. So we have a really good lever here in order to reduce CO2 emissions, and also provide very, very quick turnaround times to our customers.
This is very interesting, and it sounds like this is the center of excellence when it comes to smart ideas, to very intelligent solutions, and no wonder you always have green in your mind.
Exactly. And this, Ulrike, brings us to the third pillar in our product and sustainability roadmap, supporting environmental friendly technologies. As you can see here, this is a nice example. This is an electric motor, completely developed by Schaeffler Compact Dynamics, for specialists for high efficient electric motors and electric propulsion systems. It's two motors that you can see here driving two shafts, redundant systems, and integrated power electronics. And that really nicely shows how Schaeffler combines all these technologies into real systems. So from the component, as we have seen there, up to a system that supports also our sustainability roadmap.
So there was modular. What I get out of this, that you have a modular experience and technology that you built up in pillar number 1, pillar number 2, and pillar number 3 is going even more vertical, so to say. And how do I manage?
Literally vertical. Literally vertical. This is for an eVTOL, a vertical takeoff and landing application. So you made the point very, very correctly.
And I think that this is a never-ending story of a center of excellence.
Exactly.
I really feel very well at this group. And what are your perspectives for the future of the automotive, the new automotive, and the aviation, the future? How about that?
Well, there are different scenarios for the automotive industry. The well-known 40-40-20 split. I think in the aerospace industry, we are, I would say, 10 to 15 years behind the automotive industry. It surely will take some time, but the aerospace industry has committed to be climate neutral in 2050. So with these three pillars, we are supporting this ambitious goal in the aerospace industry. And I'm sure that we will see sustainable aviation fuels, where we have also our classical products delivering to this. But we will also see a certain share, maybe 10%, 15%, with hybrid and electric hybrid aviation.
So you embrace the future for new technologies, and you will develop in your R&D the inspiration that you get all out of experiences.
Exactly. Exactly. I have to thank you, Ulrike.
Enjoy the time.
And I look forward very much to give you a little bit more detailed insight at the AACII Conference in February next year. So would be happy to meet you again there.
Welcome you as exhibitor. We'll welcome you as speaker, as a very valuable speaker and a valuable company that we're really proud of. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ulrike. Thank you for being here.